Now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com. Half the country braces for a potentially historic winter storm. The dangerous ice and brutal cold headed our way. And Victoria Emergency Management issues critical winter weather advice, protecting your home, family, and neighbors from the freeze. Plus, the Salvation Army extends a warm welcome as bitter cold approaches Victoria. Shelter details for those who need help.
And this morning, we are dealing with some dangerous, dense fog all around the crossroads. But as we head into the weekend, these advisories will switch over to extreme cold and winter storm watches with ice and rain chances increasing. All that in weather coming up.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and welcome to your Thursday morning. It's a very key Thursday morning because this is, if you haven't already gotten started, this is the time to prepare for the upcoming potential series of winter storms.
Yeah, oh man. She says series because we're looking at some winter weather definitely coming our way this weekend. I'm sure y'all know that, but we may, believe it or not, have a near repeat scenario coming our way next weekend, which we're going to have more on that, of course, next week, because before any of that stuff gets here, we also have more dangerous weather happening right now. Look at your screen, y'all. We have some dense, very dangerous fog happening all around the crossroads, not just in Victoria like you can see right here, or actually what you can see here, visibility in this picture is about 500 feet or less. I just stepped out the side for a second to see if it's the same. Yeah, we're looking at some dense visibility even in the city. So if you'll be traveling anywhere, please stay safe. 55 is what we're at in Victoria, so maybe a light jacket is what you need, but that's matching our dew point, bringing us our fog. Not just in Victoria, like I said, all around the crossroads, patchy in nature. So stay safe if you'll be hitting the roads this morning. Now we have fog advisories, dense fog advisories in effect until 9 a.m. for that fog, but it will burn off around 9 a.m. like I said. So stay safe until then. Sending those kiddos out the door, grab a light jacket. It'll be a little cool in the morning, but beautiful in the afternoon, and we'll look at those details next.
An ice storm is approaching with the potential to be severe in some areas. ABC's Hannah Batal reports on the Department of Homeland Security's advisory.
This morning, urgent preparations now underway as more than half the country braces for what could be the most crippling storm in years. The system will stretch some 2,000 miles from the south to the northeast, potentially bringing dangerous ice and feet of snow to millions over the weekend. Emergencies already declared in the Carolinas. Forecasters there warning this could be one of the most historic ice storms in modern history, with the potential for 12 straight hours of freezing rain, weighing down trees, causing widespread power outages. Another factor, brutal cold. It could feel like 35 below zero in Chicago this weekend. This post online warning about exploding trees has gone viral, describing how extreme cold can make sap freeze and wood contract, causing trees to suddenly split. The predicted snow and ice threatening to bring travel to a halt. Many areas already facing low supplies of road salt after a busy winter.
We noticed that halfway through the year, they were limiting the amount that we were able to bring into the store.
Major airlines are already waiving rebooking fees for impacted travelers. In Texas, some residents are racing to buy portable generators to stay warm, hoping to avoid a repeat of the storm that left millions without power for days back in 2021. During that storm, Senator Ted Cruz faced scrutiny for taking a family trip to Mexico. A photo this week of Cruz flying to California quickly spread online, but his office says Cruz will return before the storm. Hannah Batal, ABC News, New York.
Freezing weather is approaching, so it's time to prepare. 25 News Now reporter Ray Mosley spoke with emergency managers as they gear up for slick roads and cold conditions.
It truly is going to be a severe weather event with extremely cold temperatures starting out Saturday all the way through Sunday, with some winter precipitation occurring Saturday night into Sunday morning.
The Victoria Office of Emergency Management is closely watching the forecast and in regular communication with the National Weather Service in case any alerts need to go out to the community. Emergency Coordinator Rick McBriar warns residents to bring in their pets, wrap and cover their pipes and plants, and to check on people who may not have heat. McBriar advises people who stay in apartments to follow their apartment's guidelines by letting their faucets drip and setting the thermostats to at least 65 degrees. If you have to leave your home, pay attention to the roads.
You don't have to be out and moving about during, especially if we get winter precipitation on us, don't.
TxDOT is getting equipment ready to brine the roads Thursday and Friday. On Thursday, TxDOT officials will brine US 87 and 77 North, and Friday, US 59 North. The Streets and Drainage Division with the City of Victoria will have personnel on standby to use a de-icing material to remove snow and ice from the streets. Officials say preparing ahead of time is critical and can help keep everyone safe during this weather.
The Salvation Army of Victoria is making plans to be a warming shelter, possibly as early as Friday night. Men will be allowed into the shelter 24/7 at 1302 North Lewis Street. And when the warming shelter opens for women, it'll be at the Life Enrichment Center at the same location. The shelter opens when temperatures dip below 35 degrees or the chill factor drops below 30 degrees. Come to crossroadstoday.com to learn more as shelters open. Jackson Electric Cooperative officials say they don't expect the winter weather to knock out power, but crews are staying on alert. In a social media post, the company warns even a quarter-inch of ice can start damaging power lines. Ice buildup adds weight, and falling tree branches can make lines more likely to come down. A company spokesperson tells us how Jackson Electric is preparing ahead of the incoming cold.
We always have crews on standby 24/7 to report to any outages. But during events like these, whenever the weather can get worse, we do inform our guys that we may need additional crews throughout the weekend. We've been keeping up with ERCOT as well, and they're saying that they have good conservation and usage and different things like that.
The co-op is advising residents to avoid any downed power lines if there are any and to call their main line to report any outages. ERCOT issued a weather watch from this Saturday through next Tuesday. The watch is due to forecasted below freezing temperatures with the possibility of frozen precipitation, higher electrical demand, and the potential for lower reserves. For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:37 on our Thursday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now Sunrise. Hats, gloves, and hope, how a Port Lavaca church prepares the community for dangerous cold temperatures moving in.
President Trump backs down on his threats to take over Greenland by force. I'm Nicole D'Antonio in Washington with the details and what this could mean for the future of NATO.
And also coming up next after the break and the short-term forecast, you heard me talking about the weather being beautiful today and tomorrow, and that'll allow you to prepare for what's coming our way this weekend. So coming up next, we'll talk about what you can do to prepare. Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy Thursday, Friday Eve, I like to call it, because tomorrow's Friday, and both today and tomorrow Friday, we are looking splendid, spectacular, near perfect, if you ask me. Today, I'm thinking 76 for the high in Victoria, underneath some light easterly winds, partly cloudy skies, and slight humidity for the afternoon, but overall, by and large, very nice today. And tomorrow will be about the same. So today and tomorrow, get out there and prepare for the winter storm, which we'll talk about your preparations here in just a second. Today, though, 76, that's about 11 degrees above where we're supposed to be this time of year. And low temperatures tonight in Victoria, I'm thinking 60 degrees. We'll all be at about in the upper 50s and low 60s tonight. And that's also about 15, 16 degrees above where we're supposed to be. But with the low temperatures tonight dropping once again down to the dew point, I'm expecting another round of fog for overnight tonight as early as midnight, and that'll be with us all the way through tomorrow, Friday morning, burning off by 9. So please stay safe if you'll be traveling then. Otherwise, temperatures, let's talk about that one more time, because tomorrow, Friday, I want this. I don't want what's coming our way this weekend. I want more of that. Highs in the low mid 70s tomorrow, Friday, pretty much the same thing today. So get out there and prepare. You'll see the preparations here after this, because prepare for this weekend. We still have sub-freezing conditions, 17 degrees for our northern counties, with wind chills in our northern counties, probably upper single digits. Overnight ice with any precip that falls, refreezing, and also freezing rain. We're going to talk about all those details here, better detail here in a minute, because what you can do to prepare is absolutely foremost important. Cover all of your outdoor pipes and faucets, and I mean really cover them. Cover them with a hard material, because the rain could soak into towels that you might use, and that would refreeze over top of the pipes. Bring your pets indoors, please, and the same thing with your plants, because it's going to get cold this weekend. Don't believe me? We'll talk more on that next.
This morning, the president seems to be retreating from his threats to take Greenland by military force. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio reports on the framework for Trump's future deal with NATO regarding the Arctic island.
This morning, after weeks of threatening a hostile takeover of Greenland, a major turnaround from President Trump, dropping his threat to use military force.
We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made because people thought I would use force.
And announcing he's now reached a, quote, framework of a deal with the Secretary General of NATO. Trump offered few details, but said it's a forever deal.
It's the ultimate long-term deal. I think it puts everybody in a really good position, especially as it pertains to security and minerals and other resources.
Instead of buying the island outright, the New York Times reports the U.S. is now discussing obtaining key pockets of sovereignty on Greenland. It would reportedly be a setup similar to what the British have on the island nation of Cyprus. Sovereign bases where the U.S. could control the response to threats from Russia and China without owning the whole country. The U.S. already has a base on Greenland and operated as many as 17 there during World War II. When asked if it means the U.S. will now own Greenland, the president wouldn't say. The Danish foreign minister, relieved by the reduction in tensions, still wants a better deal, saying, quote, now let's sit down and find out how we can address the American security concerns in the Arctic while respecting the red lines of the Kingdom of Denmark. One of the Greenlandic members of the Danish parliament pushing back against the announcement, saying NATO has no right to negotiate without them. And this morning, President Trump is also dropping his threat to impose new tariffs on European allies who oppose the takeover. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Cold weather is on the way, and a local church is stepping up to help those in need. Grace Episcopal Church in Port Lavaca has started a blessing box to give back to the less fortunate during the colder months. The church typically asks for non-perishable food and toiletry items, but with the freezing temperatures approaching, leaders are now requesting winter essentials such as hats, socks, gloves, and scarves. Church leaders say every donation makes a difference, and they encourage the community to give what they can to help keep others warm during the freeze.
The message behind the box is basically goodwill to our neighbors and taking care of those in need in our community. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, that they get the things they need, and that we carry our message as Christians out into our community.
We want everyone to take a blessing when they need it, leave a blessing when they can. It is open 24 hours for anyone to come.
The blessing box is located at 213 East Austin Street in Port Lavaca, right in front of Grace Episcopal Church, and is available for anyone in need or who would like to give a donation. And in Victoria, the Waterwell Cafe is also accepting donations. They're working with the Homeless Coalition to collect essentials, including blankets, jackets, water, pet food, and toiletries. Any donations can be dropped off at their downtown location in Victoria at 215 South Main Street. If you see news happening, let us know. Call the number on your screen to contact our newsroom or email us your tips at staff@crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:46 on our Thursday morning. Still to come on Sunrise. Rain or shine, day or night, the DeWitt County volunteers who never miss a call to help first responders. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy 23rd birthday to Jasmine. I hope you have a great day. Love from Mom, JR, Momo, Gabby, Kat, Aaliyah, and Shy.
Aw, happy birthday, Jasmine. And also happy second birthday to Mason. Happy birthday.
And happy birthday, Terry. Love from Eddie, Emery, and Alina.
That's
and
right.
Terry's also our cake winner.
That's right, she is. You've got 24 hours to go pick up your cake from Sweet Fountains Bakery. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
All right, it's now 6:47 on our Thursday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today.
That's right, happy birthday. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. I'm sure a lot of y'all saw the 7-day forecast a few moments ago and probably saw what I was talking about, how our weather is going to be quite nice for the next 48 hours. So get out there and love on that weather before, boom, it gets chilly cold this weekend. If you're asking me, I don't want none of this to come our way. I want this. Nice weather. But before the cold front gets here, like I said, nice weather, highs in the 70s, a little bit of fog for overnight tonight and tomorrow morning, and then we'll start picking up our rain chance as that system starts to slowly come off the mountains. It's a very weak system, but it is providing us with moisture to work with for rain chances. Saturday, 80% now. Scattered showers throughout the majority of the day, but as we go into Saturday night and Sunday morning, low temperatures will drop to the 20s. 27, I'm thinking now Sunday morning. You may have also noticed our high temperature has warmed since yesterday for Saturday. That's because the cold front will now arrive in the afternoon, I'm thinking, sometime around noon actually, but highs in the 60s Saturday, but then drop into the 30s for Sunday. But whatever rain, frozen or melted, that falls on Saturday and also Sunday morning will refreeze into a block of ice for Saturday night, Sunday night, possibly Monday night. As you can see, we're expecting some sunshine and above freezing temperatures for Monday. So that might melt and evaporate some of the water on the road. But we do have extreme cold and winter storm watches now in effect for all of our counties, and they've actually expanded south exactly like I anticipated. Because of this, we're expecting like 1.5 inches of ice in North Texas, where we're looking for about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. Still dangerous. We'll talk about all that and more later on Sunrise.
A group of Cuero women are taking initiative to help local first responders. 25 News Now reporter Trenton Whiting shares the impact the group is making.
Anytime firefighters, police, or EMS hit the scene of a fire in Cuero, there's another group not far behind.
The auxiliary takes food, water, makes sure that they stay healthy.
These ladies are the fuel for the men and women in uniform.
Our primary responsibility is to support all of our firefighters and our first responders, any first responder.
Their commitment to their first responders mirrors their emergency workers' commitment to the community.
And they're always willing to call and text and provide that support without a moment's notice.
DeWitt County Emergency Management Director Billy Jordan reaches out to the group for support during lengthy firefighting situations, and someone always makes it, even with just 17 active members.
There was a fire in Gonzales County, and without any hesitation, that far out in the community, they were there with the first responders. So we consider them a true first responder as well. And they hold that same support, that same care and love for this community, and we appreciate that.
Anyone is open to join, men or women. The only requirement is a few monetary dues and a dedication to serve those who serve the community.
It's a feeling that you can only get from friends, and we're just part of a family.
This is something that the community of DeWitt County, the community of Cuero, has stepped up, and this is a clear picture of what our community is.
The Cuero Auxiliary of Volunteer Fire Department firefighters meets every third Wednesday, and they serve food the first meeting of each quarter. They're active elsewhere with fundraisers and scholarships for descendants of firefighters. Cuero's second responders are an impactful part of the community's emergency response. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. Water problems plague a local apartment complex. What residents are saying. Complaints are growing at a local apartment complex where residents say water problems have gone unresolved for months. Residents at the Grove apartment say they struggle to get consistent hot water, while others report water leaking from their ceilings, causing damage and frustration. The management at the apartment say the issues have been addressed and everything is now fixed. The Salvation Army of Victoria is losing its leader. Victoria Mayor Dwayne Crocker presented to Captain Kenny Jones a proclamation stating that January 21st is now Captain Kenny Jones Day in Victoria. His last day with the Salvation Army of Victoria will be February 1st. He served as a commanding officer in Victoria for 7 years. He's being transferred to the commanding officer position of the Salvation Army in Beaumont and Port Arthur.
I know we did a lot of great things together here, and so we can look at that as a success. But you know, to be proud, I'm humbled. to have been a part of this community, great community.
Retired Majors Russell and Debbie Tchaikovsky will be coming here from Beaumont to be interim commanding officers of the Salvation Army in Victoria until June. And if you're looking for shelter from the cold, Our Lady of Sorrows Trinity Hall will open to men and women starting at 1 p.m. Saturday through 9 a.m. Monday, and again at 5 p.m. Monday through 9 a.m. Tuesday. And we want to invite y'all to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. And now let's get a look at our foggy forecast with Parker.
That's right. We got a bit of a foggy morning out there this morning, so please stay safe if you'll be hitting the roads. I'd honestly just recommend delaying your travel time to maybe about 9 or 10 o'clock because we have some very dense and dangerous fog all around the crossroads, not just in Victoria. 56 is what we're starting at, so maybe grab a light jacket out there, starting out the day a little cool, but today we're going to warm up nicely. We're looking for fog burning off around 9, maybe 9:30, but heating up to 73 in Port Lavaca underneath partly cloudy skies today, so y'all get out there and enjoy that. Victoria, a bit warmer, 76 for the high today, 70 by noon, and Cuero, about the same actually, 76. So use this day and tomorrow's nice weather to get out there and prepare for what's coming our way this weekend. Again, this is what you can do to prepare. Definitely get out there and cover all of your outdoor pipes and faucets and cover them real well. Don't use towels because towels can soak in water and that would refreeze. Bring your pets indoors and also bring inside your plants because it is going to get cold this weekend. We're talking cold in the 20s for the overnights, and that would refreeze anything that's out there into a block of ice. So also stay safe on the roads.
All right, thank you for being with us this morning. Be sure to join Shana, Dawn, Maclovia, and Max today for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and have a great day.